Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Weird Wednesday flight number 13. The time is approximately 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. It's our pleasure to welcome you aboard Flight 13 from a service from where you're currently at to destination of unknown origin. We suggest any carry-on items don't need to be placed or stowed prior to closing the aircraft. Your items of choice should be placed directly in front of you for ease of access. Food, drinks, and snacks of your choice are highly recommended for your comfort. Seatbelts are not required, but as a warning, we may experience some turbulence along the way. Be warned. On behalf of the captain and your entire crew, it's our pleasure to have you aboard with us this evening. The seatbelt sign has now been turned off, so it's time to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Well, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday.
What's up? I like that creaky door.
Creepy door.
Creaky. Creepy.
Creepy door.
It's a creepy door. Oh, whoa, how'd you get the comment to show up on that side now? I was going to do the half beat.
There's
a lot going on. Like, is your name underneath the Hey Weirdos?
There we go.
How do you... that? Oh, that's like a highlight.
Must be something new that I don't know about.
It must be. So I'm wondering, the other ones must not show up on the side, like on the on. I don't know.
I got them on my
I
side.
know the chat part don't, but that chat part, we got 3 chat parts.
Okay, now should be set.
A new feature. Oh, maybe we could have one or the other. Like instead of in the bar.
Yeah.
We could have it like pop up and down.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
How is everybody this wickedly weird, wacky Wednesday?
Oh, wow.
Hope everybody's staying warm and safe.
Safe. Is it even possible to stay safe in the world we live in anymore? Yeah.
There was a story I was going to tell you today. This lady was sound asleep. What fell through her ceiling? There's a glowing hole, light coming through. Frozen excrement from a plane fell through her ceiling. Not the way to wake up, let me tell you what.
Been hit by the space poopy.
Can you please? Went right through the ceiling.
Man, yeah, you know your luck's bad when you get hit by a frozen bird. Frozen poopy from the heavens.
What'd you say?
So you know your luck's bad when you get hit by
not
frozen
you.
poopy.
Well, yeah. I can't imagine it being a good thing. unless, unless you were somewhere like India where the cows were sacred and you got to blow ice and they like praised you for it, and then you got this great mud mask. Nah, anything positive I tried. But some people do bathe in the water with the crab.
Yeah.
These very wealthy women went. They were out there. I don't remember where. There was a lot of camel, a lot of cow. Um, and then they had this spiritual lake, and they're supposed to rub this sludgy mud all over each other's bodies and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, it's so luxurious." I'm thinking that's that animal's not only like water hole, but that's their like shithole too. Like, come on now, like, where else would they be? And so somebody actually brings it up, and they're like, "Yeah, what do you think you were bathing in?" And they're using that water to like wash it back off.
Gnarly.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good for the skin.
Hmm.
It's the same with the urine.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know.
I don't subscribe to that. I'm not gonna knock it because I don't try it, but I don't subscribe to it myself personally.
Here, rub this turd on your skin. It'll make you feel better.
If I step on an urchin, yeah, I'll pee on my foot or have to get some assist depending where the thing is. But that is as far as that goes. All right, love, come on, baby. We need to make him a 3D cart. If anybody has like a 3D cart, we can make like a little cart for his little back legs. So he can like sit on it, we can strap him, and then he can like wheel with like a little cart. That would be awesome because this little guy has heart problems and his legs don't work, and I pretty much do most of his like actions for him. But it'd be nice if he had a little cart he could like run around on. Oh, somebody got an EVP saying when. Was it windy? It was windy here.
It's not too terribly bad here at the moment.
Yeah.
60 degrees, partly cloudy. Winds up to 17 miles an hour. 60 degrees.
It was windier last night than it is tonight.
It's a sight better than it was like 3 or 4 days ago. 28 degrees and the wind was blowing like 40 miles an hour. That weren't no fun.
He must still say when it said 9.
Mm.
You should said 9. It's 40, but feels like 9.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What's up, Deb?
Anything weird going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh man, other than keep hearing these big booms. Don't know what they are.
Oh, yes.
Look on the neighborhood app, and nobody says anything about it. I know we can't be the only one that hear them. Weird. And I was outside
So
tonight
when
and I heard something that sounded like it almost sounded like I don't know, like 30 firecrackers going off, but a lot not as snappy as firecrackers, like lower. Wasn't gunshots, but it was just like
yeah, okay.
yeah, weird sounding. I don't know what it was. Couldn't really tell
Like
you.
somebody unloaded a 22 or something.
I don't know. It sounded a little deeper than that. It was weird.
Was everything on his end, Renee says. I hear him. Does everybody else hear Rob?
Everybody hear me okay?
Oh, Krampus says your audio was very low. Hi, Papa Krampus.
How about now?
I hear you pretty loud.
I turned myself up.
It's low. They're saying it's low.
Huh.
What is going on?
I have no idea.
Good. Oh, no, she's saying good.
Good now? Loud in my ears. Let me change mics real quick. I got one that's real hot.
Oh, did you hear? He's saying he's hearing fast bumps on the ground. Okay, hi, Christina. It's all good.
Whoa,
Oh, the
that
grandma's
one was
covering. Yeah.
plenty loud.
When was the first time you heard these booms again? Like, I can't remember when you first brought it up
Big
again.
bada boom. I've been hearing them for months. Not every day, but yeah, just like it's been a long time. And
And
sometimes
does your
it
house shake?
sounds like, yeah, yeah. Sometimes it sounds like a firework, like a big like firework going off, and then other times it sounds like a freaking bomb going off. It's like boom, and it like shakes the whole house. But every
Like
time I
they're
look on like the neighborhood watch thing, nobody says anything about it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just hallucinating.
could they be dynamiting rock underneath you
I
for
have
like
no idea.
underground or fracking? Not fracking oil there. Well, you
Hmm.
do have a lot of fossils, huh? Would you have oil over there
Nah,
in this beachy sand?
don't think so.
Weird. Yeah, Michigan. See, because these booms was like a really big thing for a long time. Security talked about it all the time. And then it kind of just like died off and we weren't talking about it anymore. And then we kind of heard about like Springfield Underground and oh, all the booms was probably like tunnel systems, this and that. But we did those articles about the one city hearing all those mysterious hums
Yeah,
that started up again. And now you're talking about these booms again.
yep,
I
yeah.
think
It's
it's
weird.
kind
I
of
don't know what.
curious.
Do a quick search-aroo here, real quick. Yeah, so I don't see anything even on YouTube about it. I know I'm not just hearing shit. I can't be the only one. Although, when I heard the booms at my house, me and my mom, nobody else seemed to hear it, so maybe it is me. Here we go. Well, that didn't really say anything at all. Let's try another video. There have been some fireballs lately here at night.
If you're heading to the job
Did you say it was
tomorrow,
white?
you may hear some loud explosions due to a training exercise. We're told the Florida Air National Guard will conduct a routine explosive ordnance disposal training near the airport. That exercise will start at 9 a.m. and run through 4 p.m. Speaking
Hmm.
I'm out in Oahu, Florida, in my peaceful neighborhood, hearing the normal sounds of a neighborhood, just enjoying being out here, listening to nature. Oh, wait.
That sound isn't gunfire, it's from a propane cannon. One of our News 6 viewers reached out to us in Lake County and said she's hearing it constantly, every day, and it's coming from a nearby farm.
I work from home. My dogs are constantly barking, so I'm driving into the office over an hour and a half now just to get away from it.
These cannons are commonly used at farms in Florida. We looked into the rules and regulations. You can read more under this story on clickorlando.com.
I'm out in Oahu, Florida, in my peaceful neighborhood, hearing the normal
sounds. Yeah, I don't know. I know they use propane cannons or whatever at farms to like scare away birds and animals and shit that's eating whatever. But yeah, I don't think this was that. This was like
No.
a big bada boom. So you seen the new Jeffrey Epstein
Christina
talk?
is hearing them in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? Which one, though? That he might still be alive?
Yeah.
Because I already kind of thought that. Because I thought from the beginning he didn't kill himself, that the tape is missing because either A, they killed him in stage of suicide, or B, they took him to witness protection somewhere and maybe
Yeah.
got him some. I don't know if the person they're showing is him, but I personally have kind of toyed with the idea he might still be alive.
Yeah. Yeah, the
What do
guy
you
that
think?
they saw. Well, I got a picture here. If I can make it work. The guy that they just saw Yemen somewhere. Stop sharing that one. Let's share this one. I mean, it, looks different, but it kind of does look like him.
Because I was looking at like the curl of the nose, like the nostril curls down, goes down to like the smile line. Like, um, if you put me, or if I can, I don't think I have like a little arrow that can be seen by you guys,
If I
so
can
I
get
can
back to
trace
the
like what
picture.
I'm looking at. I should have like a little pointer so I can like outline what I'm talking about, like on his face. I don't know how to do that.
Jesus. Let's try this one. Okay,
Wait.
now the picture's completely gone. Let's just fucking start over. Good grief, man.
Okay, but right here and how it goes down to kind of like the mouth jowls. And that part, and it almost looks like a little scar on top of part of the nose. But like I'm looking at these parts, and he's sunk it in, but he's also older, and he's probably had some stuff done. But some of it does look like it could be. My mom looked at it for 1 second. She's like, "No, no, no, it's not him." But it's like we don't know what he's could have had done, so it
Yeah.
might not be him.
Yeah, I mean, this picture was,
Yeah, the hands, definitely hands, Renee.
that picture is when he was, in jail or whatever. This picture is several years later. So, yeah, who knows? I don't know. Could it be him? It's kind of a shitty picture, of course. Throw him a blurry.
I mean, what's he gonna look like now anyway? No, I think he's alive. I think that's a good possibility that they either killed him to shut him up or because of whatever reason they let him live and put him through protection, gave him a place to live, money, plastic surgery, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's rumors that he actually, I don't know if this is true. I read something like he might have had some part in creating Bitcoin or something to do with Bitcoin.
Hmm.
There's just all sorts of crazy stuff coming out.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, the jawline.
just like the UFO,
But he has that beard.
you know? Just like the UFO thing. They're never going to fucking tell you the truth. And if they do, they'll blend it in to where you don't even realize they're telling you the truth. I mean, the
Exactly.
best place to hide stuff is in plain view, so it's like you're not even hiding it. But yeah, if
Ew, like Christy Teigen's tweets. Have you seen those?
uh-uh.
Christy Teigen, oh my gosh. Ew, ew, ew. I've learned more about like pedophile, like code words, and then reading like her tweets from back then, watching Toddlers and Tira talking about cheese pizzas and things like that. It's like, no, these people are sick. Like they've been putting it in our faces worse than we ever imagined.
Yeah.
And it's like so widespread. People you never would think.
Yeah, that shit's just weird, man.
Anyway.
It's just weird.
And all sorts of things are coming out now, like people admitting the things that we've always like talked about, like adrenochrome and just the unspeakable, like red shoe, the red shoe club, and just all these different things. And we know that they hunt humans on some of these ranches. They give them a head start to run, and then they set the dogs out. They hunt people. Like, these people have so much money. That's what they do. Let's prove any of this. And now it's just all coming out.
Mm. People are definitely the worst thing on the planet. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, like, I thought it's awesome, like what the monks have just done, walking across. I didn't even know this was happening until they were already like pretty close to Washington. Um, that was just beautiful. And like the day of prayer, you know, I think there's power in prayer, and love is key. And I know it's so cliche, but with all this like craziness and everything going on, I just think it's so important that we remember that we're not beings that were cut out for this kind of like horrible stuff. We're just kind of stuck in it because that's how it's gone. And we just need to love and take care of each other and look out for each other. And as much as we want to get mad at other people, and sometimes it's justified, but we don't want to end up looking ugly on the outside as we feel on the inside, like Rosie O'Donnell and, Ellen and all them.
Yeah.
But it's hard. That redheaded one.
Yeah, I love how all those miserable mofos, they leave the country and then they get to a different country and they realize, I don't quite like it here as much as I thought I did. And all these rock stars and fucking turd bags that want to, shit on the United States and everything about it. And I'm just sitting here going, yeah, well, the fucking United States is what made your ass rich and famous, and now you're shitting all over it. Take your ass and pack your shit and move. Get the fuck out of here.
And
Bingo.
did they see what happened in Iran when they went up against people and wanted to fight for what they were? They all ended up shot on the Saudi bags for somebody to possibly pick up and go through, or they're going to go to a mass grave. So, yeah, and that's what's going to happen when you let that kind of idealism run the country. But yeah, just be glad you got that right now to stand in front of cars and block traffic and, say how much you hate authority all you want while you can.
Yeah, you notice you don't see them blocking a lot of traffic in Florida because
They
your ass
really
will get
don't.
no. You get run over here for doing that shit, flat out, no question about it. Oh, but that's terrible. No, your dumb ass is in the freaking road. That's where you don't belong. My mom used to smack me upside the head anytime I went to step out in the road. You want to get hit by a car? Do you want to get run
Oh,
over and
yeah.
killed? Get your ass out of the road. Yeah, and it stuck with me. If you want to get run
My
over,
German
go out in the road.
Oh, they just threw up all over the carpet.
Gnarly.
My German Shepherd would walk circles around me and lead me back to like the driveway.
Hmm.
If I started walking out to the street.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
had a
know.
bunch of
Yeah, I don't know about the carts. What's that?
I said we've had a bunch of protests here. There was people just this past weekend, protesting ICE and this and that, but they kept their ass either in the grass or on the sidewalk. They whatever. I mean, if they want to protest, Fine. That's part of being here. You got the right to do that.
Yeah.
But when you start impeding my right to go back and forth to the store or to work or to an emergency or whatever because your dumbass is out in the road wanting to block traffic, nah, you get what you deserve. You get run over. Sorry. That's the way I feel. That's my opinion. And they don't do that here. That was my point. Because they know people won't put up with that shit here. It's plain and simple.
Well, I'm one of the
And
rare ones out here that just will keep driving forward because eventually someone's going to move and it's not going to be me. I mean, I'll move
yeah,
forward, but, you know, I
I
guarantee
mean
they're going to move.
there was a ton of protesters this past weekend, and I mean, like I said, I don't agree with them, but that's their right to do that, and I got to give them credit because they maintained a reform where they weren't out in the street, they weren't causing trouble, they weren't throwing shit. They were just out there with signs and stuff, which is fine. You drive by and you wave to them, you honk them, you
Yeah.
throw them the bird, whatever you want to do, you know. But I mean, I got to give them credit for at least not just being total nightmares and starting trouble. You go to, you start trouble and you're throwing rocks and shit. Well, somebody's going to fucking throw one back. And if it hits you in the head,
Yeah.
oh, I got hit in the head because I was protesting. No, you got hit in the head because you're being an asshole.
You got pepper
Nobody,
sprayed because you're being a prick.
yeah, nobody, I'm quite sure that nobody just set out on that day to go shoot you with pepper spray or hit you in the head with a rock. No,
Yeah.
you put yourself in that
Like today, I
position.
think I'm going to go knock a kid upside the head just for the fun of it.
Exactly. It's like ice sits around and
No,
us
but you want to throw shit at
crazy
my
boys
horse.
play stupid games. You win stupid prizes.
So, yeah. And you FAFO. Do you have any good articles for tonight?
I don't have any good ones, but
I have a
have
couple
some.
weirdies. I had some that I held back on because I thought they were maybe too weird, but
Exactly, Deb. Every time I think about it, that's I hear my mom like she's either pinching me or smacking me upside the head. Get your ass out of the street. What are you, stupid?
what are you,
Yeah.
stupid? I guess not. I don't know.
And then you would say
Maybe.
something like, but Joey ran it. Well, if your friend jumped off a cliff, would you do it too? I heard that like 100 times.
And I usually say, yeah, probably if it was like fun.
There was water down there. Yeah.
Yeah. If it looked like a good time, I might. But I also would laugh when I got spanked with the spoon.
Mm. Yeah, I'm surprised, Mom.
I was just a
Mom didn't.
brat.
Yeah, I'm surprised my mom just didn't kill me at one point. She had very good
She'd be
restraint.
mad. She spanked me with that spoon being authoritative. And that was her right because I was a brat. And instead of just taking it, I would laugh at and go, look how pissed off you are right now. God, she'd smack. And I would just laugh. And it was like, I would get older and think that was really belittle like her authority over me. And like would laugh at her when she was,
Yeah.
That's why it's like you were not a failure of a mom whatsoever. Like you're an awesome mother. I was just a brat.
Yeah.
And nobody could have done anything about that.
Yeah.
Like those are my choices. It was going to happen regardless. Because they did it right.
There's this one. Trump lays out an ambitious time for America's
Our little
return.
guys, our pictures
return,
disappearing.
return to the moon?
Yeah.
That's questionable. Anyways, don't get me started on the whole moon thing. Good evening. Yeah, the first human to set foot on the lunar surface is more than 5 decades. Was more than 5 decades ago. Who wrote this? The first human to set foot on the lunar surface in more than 5 decades could do so sooner than you think. Oh, sooner than we think. Last week, U.S. President Donald Trump signed a new executive order outlining an expedited timetable for NASA's plans to send humans back to the moon as part of an ongoing Artemis program. Next year, Artemis 2 will see its first astronauts venture around the moon and back again. Yeah, until it gets postponed a few more times. While the first manned landing on the moon since Apollo era could now happen as early as 2028. This, according to the order, assert American leadership in space, lay the foundations for lunar economic development, prepare for the journey to Mars, and inspire the next generation of American explorers. Yeah, I get like looking at ahead for the big picture, but all this talk about going to Mars, they might as well just be farting in the wind, because until we get somebody on the moon, Mars is a hell of a lot further away than the moon. So one step at a time, people. Stay in your lane. I don't know. Here again, I'm inserting my opinion, which doesn't really mean shit, but we're gonna go to Mars. Bitch, you can't even get off the launch pad in one piece. So there are also plans to place nuclear reactors both in Earth's orbit and on the lunar surface. See, that again, that just doesn't sound like a good idea to me at all. That sounds like space wars happening, like shooting each other from space, which they can probably already do now, anyways. Trump himself is clearly hoping to see American astronauts walking on the moon both during his tenure and before China manages to beat them to it. There's a race. That said, delays are still likely given that the new lunar landing vehicle, which is now being developed by Elon Musk's SpaceX, is not ready, and we haven't really seen anything at all about it. It seems more likely that Artemis 2 will likely go ahead next year as planned. Artemis 3, the actual landing vehicle, will be pushed back to 2030, and the outpost plans pushed back beyond that. Whatever happens, the USA will need to get a move on, as the threat from China is very real. Whether the next person to walk on the moon will be American or Chinese still remains to be seen. So are you Japanese or Chinese? No, you stupid, I'm Korean. So I don't know. Like when I was a kid, that's what I dreamed about, being an astronaut. Like, I'm sure other kids did too. Maybe some of you in here used to think about space travel as a kid. I thought it was amazing, and growing up and seeing, astronauts on the moon. Now
They were like
I'm,
heroes.
yeah. Now I just don't even know. I'm like, really? I don't know. I don't even I don't even know what to think of all of it anymore.
I thought I read something like they get past the belt, like calculation for like how they plan on getting through that, boosted up by some other something, I don't know. But real fast enough,
Yeah.
it's like running through the raindrops, I guess.
I like that one thing that the guy talks about. You really believe back in 1960s we basically strapped somebody in a damn sardine can with a Chevy 6 block in it, strapped them some bitches in there and shot them to the moon. And then left the moon and somehow made it back here. Yeah. Although, I read an article earlier said China went, they flew around the moon and they saw our flag on the moon. Maybe. I don't know. There's all kinds of weird shit too. Like you see the flag and it's like waving. Well, last I knew, there wasn't wind in space on the moon. And the flag is, it's held out with a rod, but yet it's moving, and very little gravity on the moon, but like dust and everything's blowing around when they show them walking. I don't know. Just a lot of shit doesn't add up. I'm no moon
Shouldn't the
scientist.
cloth be sticking straight up? Or no?
At least straight out. It shouldn't be waving like it's blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think. I'm baffled, bewildered, confused. Maybe that's the way they want us. If it is, I'm fitting right in with the plan. But yeah, I used to think, astronauts, they were like my heroes when I was a kid. Now I'm just like, what if it's true? What if they're all just full of shit? What if they all been?
I know. It's like, I want to believe you. Like, are you real? Are you a liar? Do you really love space and you're not part of the liar stuff? You just really love space.
And if
I'm addicted to these popcorners.
yeah, and if they did, what's why didn't we go back? I mean, 50 something years. Why in the article I was reading today, I may even have it in here. That they lost the original tapes because in the 70s and 80s there was a shortage on tape, so they re-recorded over them. Yeah, that's what you want to do with stuff like that. Whose fucking bright idea was that?
I think you could spare one tape, like, to save this event.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the coolest thing that's ever happened in history of any kind of space travel or anything. And we just recorded over it because we needed some tape. What?
Yeah, we got to override it for the nebula sighting.
Okay, you won't be doing that again. I don't know. Just excuses. Which one are you doing first? I somehow got yours tangled up in disaster here.
They all came out of order. And UFO footage that
All right.
I don't know if one of us did it in December. Maybe just this originally had come out like in December, but it's supposedly like the best footage ever. And I sent you just a little piece of the moving.
Yeah, I got the.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Experts calling the new UFO footage. Okay, this was published today, but I think this event was from December. Aww. Experts calling the UFO footage the clearest ever recording, and witnesses are saying it powered off their phones. Alien experts have been calling for new UFO footage from Colombia, the clearest footage ever, and it was the potential alien craft that powered off their a newly released Colombia is going viral. Object looks unusually sharp, stable, and close, and even unusually like the daily driver of a little green man. The sighting is being linked to a strange tech glitch the witness swear happened in real time. Now the footage is spreading fast and the debate heating up just as quick. The video was reported over Yumbu in Colombia's Val del Cauca region on December 23rd, 2020, 1:33 p.m. According to the report, a woman named Natalia captured the moment from a rural area as a disc-shaped object with a dome moved through the sky, maybe with a little visitor from space at the wheel. Speculation. What's making people... What is that? Oh, that's the video. There was like a clip showing the... Oh, did you ever put it up? What's making people stop scrolling is the detail. The object appears to look like a sci-fi moving saucer rather than just a dot, and the report claims it moved smoothly and with control without obvious wings, propellers, or any other clear signs of conventional propulsion. The footage was shared publicly by UFO investigator and journalist Jamie Musan, who has a long history in the UFO world. At the same time, there have not been any official statements confirming what the object was, which has left plenty of room for theories ranging from advanced human tech to a drone, CGI, or something non-human. The strangest detail is what happened to their devices while they were recording. Talia and another witness reported that their Samsung phones suddenly powered off while they were filming. The report also says the object flew low and close to high voltage power lines, and some people have speculated that electromagnetic interference could have been what powered off their phones. It's not proof of anything on its own, but it's the kind of detail that makes this clip feel different from the usual blurry, faraway sightings of non-specified sky dots. For now, the video sits in that familiar gray zone, clear enough to spark a serious chatter, but still without a confirmed explanation. As it keeps circulating, it's quickly becoming one of the most talked about new UFO footage of early 2026. So, yeah. And then they kind of talk about it a little in the video. I just recorded like a little piece of it.
Let me see if I can get back to it. Jeez, too many windows. Not enough desk space. Okay, here we go. Well, that ain't working, obviously. is it not showing up? Try it again. Okay. 10 minutes later, we get the video. I mean, if it's real, that's a pretty good, even though it's choppy and moving around, that's a pretty good video of a UFO, if that's in fact a real video.
I think they keep like looping it or something.
I mean, that's a legit, like typical UFO flying saucer looking thing, Who knows?
I think the other one that we had that was super clear that I might think Jason did was that the one the model took out of like an airplane window. And I'm like, oh, that's got to be like the clearest
Yeah.
ever if that was real.
Yeah. Well, there's that one. And good grief. Got to be an easier way to do this. Did you see the orb one?
What orb one?
It was this one. This fucking thing.
I think I saw that when I was looking up UFO, but I didn't look at it.
This one says a curious piece of footage from Colombia shows a silver orb floating through the sky to the astonishment of witnesses watching the weird object from the ground. The sighting reportedly occurred on January 29th in the community of Andinopolis, and the witness and a friend were filming a video of them cutting a tree. Their endeavor was suddenly interrupted when they spotted a metallic looking object that then accelerated away from the witnesses, who ran over after the UFO as it eventually disappeared behind some trees. Since intriguing footage appeared online, many have likened the silvery object seen in the video to the controversial bug sphere, an alleged alien object recovered in Colombia last April and subsequently trumpeted as potential evidence for otherworldly visitors. More skeptical observers, however, have suggested the odd orb may have simply been an errant balloon or perhaps a drone. What do you make of this particular sighting in Andinopolis? Weigh in with your thoughts on the Coast to Coast fan Facebook page. So, let me find the video again. I'm going to go to YouTube real quick and play it from there. Just replace it here, there, everywhere. All right, here's the video.
Okay, guys, we've got a video to take a look at of this metallic sphere that was seen in Colombia. So, guys, let's take a look at this footage, and then we'll have a real quick chat afterwards.
Eso jala. Esto es muy importante en el cultivo de plátano, el deshoje. Todas estas cosas así, hay que quitárselas. Todas estas hojitas así secas, hay que quitarlas porque propagan las plagas. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Ay, mira, Jimena, ve, ¿eso qué es? ¿Eso qué es, Mena? Grábelo. Vamos, venga. Vamos. Mira, ve. ¿Qué es esto? Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué puedo hacer, Jimena? ¿Qué es eso? Velo. Grábelo ahí. Mírelo.
So here's what I know about this footage. This was sighted on January the 29th, 2026, over this area of Colombia. Now, in the footage, we can see that this gentleman is demonstrating how to chop down this tree. When the person that's filming noticed that this sphere came into view, and then they started filming it and gave chase to the object. And at the end of the video, we can see its parting shot. Now, guys, there are a lot of spheres that have been seen over this area, all over South America. Well, let me stop there. All over the world. Now, what is going on with these spheres? Surely they all can't be balloons. So what do you guys think? So until next time, stay blessed and keep safe.
They're hidden on the belly. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty weird. I mean,
Those
they have
ones
been.
catch my attention.
Yeah, they have been seen. Here, there, everywhere. Iran had one that was over the military base a couple years ago. I mean, they've been seen all over the place. The Skinwalker Ranch. They've had orbs, supposedly these silver orbs out there that they've seen. So who knows? I mean, UFOs don't all have to be shaped like a traditional flying saucer or a triangle. They could be, these orbs could be like extraterrestrial versions of drones or something that maybe they send down to scope us out. Who knows? I'm just making stuff up in my weird melted brain.
Have you ever seen the space secure team when he had the video of like it looked like a UFO either going in or coming out the moon,
Yeah.
like a mothership, and all of a sudden it's like popped all these little eggs out, kind of like Stewie when he was the octopus.
Yeah.
But there were a whole bunch of lights, and it was like, wow, it was almost like a jellyfish, or an octopus just laid all these like little round, like these eggs of light that then went everywhere, and it was like this mothership.
Yeah.
And I think about that with these like spheres, like do the motherships hold all these like round, do some of them hold all these round like ships, like orbs, and do they send them out for like a different purpose, like observation or
Yeah. I always think of it, in that movie.
do they go back to it like a Roomba?
I always think of that movie Twister, when they had all those little things that they sent up, in the Twister to like record it. What if the aliens are like that? Like you say, what if they have a ship with a bunch of little spheres that they send out, Go out there and learn something, kids.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, aliens,
Or they send them out and then report back.
Depictions of the grays, other tall, long-legged, other short-legged grays. What if those spheres are their spaceships and the actual aliens are only like 2 inches tall? And there's like 10 of them in there. Who knows? Could be a strange day when the truth finally comes out. Do you think it ever will? Do you think they're ever gonna tell us? I don't think they're gonna tell us. I think when it happens, it'll just happen. It's not like anybody's gonna tell us it's happening. It's just gonna happen. Like there's no denying. Holy shit! They just landed. A giant flying saucer just landed at the Super Bowl. It's like I was speaking of the Super Bowl. Speaking of shit shows, um, I was like, I don't want to say I was surprised, but I was kind of glad that nothing happened, you know, like on a catastrophic level at the Super Bowl or something. I know a lot of friends that I was talking to were kind of worried about something weird happening, you know. And that's a lot of
I know
people.
I was. I'm like, I could be being paranoid, but I'm not taking chances.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
that's a lot of people in one
Maybe
gathering,
because
you know.
Bunny and all them were there, they figured they weren't going to do something.
Bonnie, again, personal opinion, I don't get that.
I'm not even going to say anything.
I don't even get the whole thing. I don't get it.
One picture of him burning a flag saying, "You've got 4 months to learn English." My ass.
Yeah. Oh, to learn.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Flag burner. I don't even care that he wore a dress, was going to wear a dress. Like, that's not what bothers me. It's the flag burning. And telling me 4 months to learn this. You can suck it. Or my mom. So think of the rotten rabbit. It's not like Pitbull either. It's like boring ass music. Like at least Pitbull, he's like Pitbull's got it going on. I like Pitbull.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
He's a little mix of everything, and he's fun and upbeat.
my friends
Bunny is just like bleh.
my friends were defending it and they're like, "Well, I bet you didn't freak out when Shakira did the halftime show." I'm like, I didn't watch that either. Not my thing."
Yeah.
What about Jennifer Lopez? I'm like, again, didn't watch it. I'm not a huge rap guy, but
And did she sing only in Spanish and burn a flag?
yeah, I'm not a huge rap guy, but I have listened to Snoop Dogg. He did the Super Bowl. Did I watch him? No, I didn't. Not my thing.
No.
I don't know. I'm call me old fashioned, whatever. I don't think a big setting like that, that's going to represent your country. I don't think they should be talking about, you know, big asses and big tits and shaking asses and all that if it's a family, supposedly a family thing.
Yeah, it's
There's,
American football. Not so it's American football. Know the room. Read the room.
yeah,
But whatever.
but yeah, I can get on a tyrant, but I won't. But I'm going to put up with it.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, one of my friends was like, "Whoa, Paul McCartney did the Super Bowl. He's not from America." I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, but he spoke English too."
This isn't the point. Like people
Understand what he
totally
was
miss
saying,
like the most obvious of points and didn't burn the flag.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a problem with that.
But I
And
did see months
I mean,
back though
I don't
the
agree.
cutest Super Bowl commercial.
See, I watched the new ones on YouTube, and I just didn't get it.
Did you
Darcy and me were talking the other night.
did you
Like
see
Super Bowl commercials
the
were
eagle
kind of
on the
boring.
horse though was cute? Where
I didn't see
the
that.
horse somehow was magically helping this little eaglet that fell out of a nest, and he was like getting this bird to trying to get it to fly on his back and all these different things. And then one day the horse is galloping, and then these wings like come up from behind it. Looks like the horse has wings, and this eagle just flies up and soars in front of the horse. And it's like, oh, it's all American, everything wrapped up in one. I mean, totally AI and everything, but it was pretty cool.
Hmm.
At
I
the
didn't
beginning,
see
I'm
that.
like, no, don't step on the bird.
Yeah, I mean, like the Super
Yeah,
Bowl
the Budweiser one
commercials.
was so awesome.
I didn't see that either. Damn it! I must have signed up to see all
That's
the
the one we're
stupid
talking about.
ones. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. A few years ago. At least the commercials, majority of them were pretty interesting. You had the Budweiser frog and the "What's up, guys" and all that. That ran for forever. And then there was other commercials that were good. And this year, the majority of the ones I saw were just like a bunch of them with Matthew McConaughey, and I'm just like, okay, so well, that was kind of boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. Get off my lawn, swamp monkeys. Uh, I'll have to go back
I'm
and look at
looking
that
up
one. I'll
that.
find it on YouTube.
I'm pulling it for you. Is it my turn to read though?
Yeah.
Okay. Mom says creepy. Oh, it's a helicopter. So this one,
You doing the new sport video?
I am doing the goat boy one, which is
Okay.
easier for you. I can do any one that's easier for you to pull up.
I got that one.
You want me to do the sport?
No, I got the other one pulled up.
I
I
had
was
to
looking
put a
for the
picture
video.
of like goat boy at the bottom.
Yep.
The video for
I'll find it here somewhere.
one for the fight one. Yeah, this one don't have a video. And then I sent the other video. Bootsy, shh. Thank God for natural selection. And I only did like 30 seconds of like this video. Oh wait, no, wrong thing. This goat boy. Yeah, right in the corner there's the original goat boy from Saturday Night Live, Jim Brewer. Okay. Or was it whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pulling the sport again. Okay. This man lived as a goat. Explain why it was such a special kind of time. The man has been describing how he was so stressed that he decided to live as a goat. Known as Goat Man, Thomas Thwad, Thomas T has written about his unusual lifestyle choice in a book, Goat Man, How It Took a Holiday from Being a Human. Speaking to BBC Radio's 4, the 34 visiting his nieces and dogs, happy, joyous dogs, to just have a break from all this stress. He said he remembered thinking as a child that if he were a cat, he wouldn't have to go to school. But rather than just letting my child wishes go, I wrote to the Wellcome Trust and they gave me a small arts award, which called, I suppose, he said. It became an investigation into how close we can come to fulfilling this ancient human dream. I did a bit of research, and you can easily find all the cave paintings showing half human and half beast. When was this done? This was done February 20, Wednesday. Oh, February 24th, 2016. How did this just show up as a new thing today? This is before the whole identifying as came out. After receiving the fundings, Mr. T went through a number of prototypes, including a wooden structure, but ended up using prosthetic limbs and walking in a field with the goats. I went to a goat farm in the Alps and had some prosthetics made by a doctor at the University of Salzburg Prosthetics Clinic, including prosthetic hooves and prosthetic back legs, he said. He said he even attempted to give his stomach similar digestive qualities to those of a goat by eating grass. Mr. T added he would recommend being a goat. Psst, 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 squirt, squirt. He would recommend being a goat, describing it as a special kind of time. He lasted 3 days on the goat farm before he left and crossed the Alps and now is happily back to normal human life. It was not the first time Mr. T has embarked on the extraordinary experiment. In 2009, after being inspired by Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where Arthur Dent crash lands onto a primitive planet and is unable to build a toaster, replicating his modern world, he set out just to do that. He said the project took 9 months and 1,200 pounds to complete. What made a toaster? I don't know. That's just where the article seems to end. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess the dude decided to live as a goat for a little bit and eat grass to get away from. And for 3 days, had some prosthetics made.
That's one way to do it. What in the hell? I think he just made like a billy goat.
I think he just made off like a billy goat growth. He's like,
balls on that fella?
what's this? I've got 100 feet. Did he buy with the goats? How does he do it?
Smoke. That reminds me of a story of Goat Man. Me and my stepbrother were smoking Colombian
You and your
Gold.
stepbrother.
Yes.
Oh.
Balcony of the old house, and there was an old guy that lived across the street, and we smoked a lot of weed, and we were yelling at him. We were calling him Goat Man because he was an old guy, had white hair, had a white beard. Hey, wait, kind of like me nowadays. And anyways, yeah, we called him Goat Man, and we were really stoned, and we were up on the roof shouting at him, going, "Goat Man, you old bastard!" I'm surprised he didn't bring out a gun and shoot us because we tormented him. Yeah, things you do. I was gonna cut the yard, but then I got high. I was
I was
gonna rake the
gonna wake
leaves,
up this
but then
morning,
I got high.
and then
Yeah, man, kid. Yeah, Colombian Gold. That was the first beer I ever drank. Was a Miller High Life. I remember I was like, I don't know, I was like 12 or 13, something like that. I think it was
oh,
13.
mine was definitely a Budweiser.
We were walking down the street, me and my buddy, still friends with him to this day. Popped the top on a Miller High Life that we stole out of my friend's parents' refrigerator. And we thought we were shitting in tall cotton, walking down the street, drinking Budweiser. And I remember drinking it. I remember popping the top and going, oh, God, this tastes awful.
Was it warm?
Yeah. It
Cold.
wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. It was kind of cool. But yeah, your first beer, it's like, did you drink it because it tastes good? No, you drink it because, it was a beer. And yeah, beer was an acquired taste for me. But yeah, Miller High Life. Schlitz. Milwaukee's best. Schlitz malt liquor. Yeah, when you're a kid, like we went in another house, and my same friend who I'm friends with and still to this day. I look over and he got somebody's their parents got in their wine cabinet and had this dark, like this grape wine, and was mixing it with Coke. And I just remember watching him mix that, and I'm going, that's got to taste like shit. He was like, oh, this is really good. You want one? I was like, no, I'm going to pass on the wine and Coke mix. That sounds like a horrible throw up memory. What's the weirdest thing y'all have ever mixed alcohol and, stuff with?
You mean to be able to drink it?
Yeah. I used to drink these things called
Well,
purple. What's that?
I've had a lot of potions and concoctions.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like at the end of the day, you've got one of those like drink makers. It's like, oh, let's just pour a little of this, a little of that, and this, that. What's left in this bottle? What's left in that bottle? Or you throw it all into a watermelon, throw that in the fridge, and eat that the next day. You
Yeah.
don't even know what's in it.
Yeah. I used to drink these things called purple passions, and they tasted like grape Kool-Aid, but they were made, or like grape soda, but they had Everclear 151 in them. Man, if you drank like 4 or 5 of those, you were like hallucinating. I used to love those things.
I remember putting GHB in caps of Snapple.
There you go.
And that was good stuff. It was it's like it was one little cap like from a water bottle. You know, like the Crystal Geyser water bottles.
Yeah.
Um, you pour the GHB into that because I used to know someone that worked out and used to get it. And then you pour it into like this much like Snapple because it's kind of got like a salty kind of filmy texture to it. You drop down and you're feeling pretty good. I started watching NASCAR one though for like hours. I was just sitting there like watching the cars go around. Like, shit, she's still sitting there watching NASCAR.
God, they still have a version of these things. Take a nostalgic
What?
sip of summer. Everclear, Purple Passion, ready to drink.
They
This bold and
changed it though.
yeah,
It's
it's
not
not like
100
it used
proof, huh?
No, I don't think so. This bold and vibrant cocktail brings retro flavor back to life. First introduced in 1986 and rooted in the heart of St. Louis, Missouri, a fan favorite was one of the original pioneers of ready to drink category with its signature purple hue and eye catching packaging. They used to come in these bottles almost like Mickey's Big Mouths, remember those? They came in those, except the
Yeah,
bottle was
those little
purple.
yeah.
Owned by Luxco Incorporated, they're bottled at 13% alcohol by volume. Yeah, 26 proof now. Yeah, back in the day they were hardcore.
I was like the rum and coke. There was
Yeah, that
gosh,
was
it
one.
was called Snapple Jacks, but it was like Mountain Dew with a certain type of liquor. Um, I feel like it was yellow. I can't remember what the liquor was, but with the soda with the Mountain Dew, you would
Yeah,
get so messed up. You couldn't even taste it. It was the most dangerous combination I ever had. It's probably good I don't remember.
chilled and packaged for convenience, Everclear Purple Passion is more than a beverage. It connects fun times and reminds you of retro fun. With a consumer demand for lighter yet flavorful drinks, the distinct cocktail will stand out in coolers and bar carts. Whether reminiscing or creating a new experience, yeah, I created some new experiences when I was drinking those things.
I bet.
That's yeah, I got thrown out of a few bars drinking those things. Whew, man.
I remember Zimas came out.
When what?
Zima.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there was one place here where the store is still there. But I would drive all the way to that store, and which is like the complete opposite end of town, way out past the airport from here. And I would drive there specifically just to stock up on those drinks for the weekend. And man, them things used to kick my arse in a whole different direction. Purple Passion, Everclear, 151. Ingredients. Purple Passion with 151 proof Everclear is a high ABV retro 1980s punch featuring a blend of grain alcohol, purple grape juice, and often additional spirits like vodka or white rum for extra potency. As if a 75 wasn't enough. Yeah, man, I got toe up drinking those things. So I wasn't ever a beer
From
guy.
the
I was
flow
like,
up.
I don't really. But these were like, man. Remember when what were they called?
Yeah, beer was hard.
Locos. Is that the name of them?
40.
Four Loco.
Wait, what? Say again?
Four Loco. Was that the name of them?
Oh, for Lotos. Yeah.
Those things were horrible.
Yeah. I used to know a girl on TikTok. She was addicted to them.
Four Loco. High alcohol by
Right.
volume. Favorite malt beverage, often recognized for its large 23.5 ounce
Delicious.
can. Fruity flavors like sour apple and fruit punch. I saw a lot of girls throw up on those. Why did Four Loco get banned? It's mixed, an alcoholic beverage,
Whoa.
energy drink, caffeine, taurine, etc. It got banned in a lot of states because of health concerns about combining alcohol and caffeine. So they had to redo the formula to remove the energy drink component. Yeah. Remember, I had a birthday party at my house for my brother when he turned 40. And it was the first time he had ever drank Jägermeister.
Oh no.
Jaeger and
And we all
Goldschlager.
know Jaeger makes the no. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the noise it makes when it comes back out. Jaeger.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, he was drinking. He was doing shots of that and just drinking it out of the bottle. And I'm like, oh, dude, you're so
Oh,
gonna regret
ooh,
this.
was it frozen?
Not really.
Oh God. Ew, it's like Vicks, what's it called? NyQuil,
Yeah. Yep.
licorice. Oh, syrupy. Nothing is good about that.
Yeah.
Nothing's as bad as Maker's Mark. My friend used to tell me, "Drink, bitch," because we would drink and we could finish that like a whole gold Goldschlager. This is like back in my 20s. Okay,
Yeah.
can't do this no more. But we'd finish up a whole gold Goldschlager, and then we always had a fifth of some sort of whiskey. I can't remember what it was, but she'd come over in the morning and be all hungover. Like I had alcohol poisoning though. She's like,
Yeah.
"Drink, bitch." I don't want that. She goes, open it. So I'm like opening the wax. Then, oh gosh, God. I said, I can't. And she's like, drink it, bitch. Pours the thing. I went to take the shot right back out my nose, burned my nose. I got a nosebleed. I just started getting sick. And ever since then, anytime I hear Maker's Mark, I just want to die.
Yeah.
And then I ended up as a Maker's Mark ambassador somehow online. But I got the
Wow.
cutest little Christmas Maker's Mark, like little scarves. That's what I put on Earl this winter, the cactus that moves. I put a little Christmas scarf on him and a little hat. When when I'd Earl.
Yeah, I was a rum guy. I used to.
Rum and
I have.
Coke.
Yeah, rum and coke was my main one, but I went on like a rum excursion. Had to try every rum there was. My favorite was this rum
Really?
Costa Rica, Rum Central.
I was just
But
gonna
yeah, I
say,
was like,
Costa Rica, you probably tried all the words.
yeah, I was a big, I was the captain. I was a captain guy. That was my
Yeah.
go-to here. If I didn't have Costa Rican rum, I would have Captain Morgan. Remember, I picked
Is that
up
what you put in?
my
I like mojitos.
yeah. No, I used to love mojitos too. Yeah, yeah. I picked up. Went over to my a friend of mine's house. We were going to a party, and we got over there, and he was sick. He was laying on the couch. He's like, "Ah, dude, I don't feel good." He's like, "Take my girlfriend. You guys go to the party." And I'm like, Okay. So we got out to the car and she was like, we got to stop somewhere and get some alcohol. And I'm like, reached under the seat and I
Yeah,
had a big giant bottle of Captain Morgan's. And she's like, oh, you came
there
prepared.
you go.
Yes. Yep. And in the back
And the good
is a
stuff.
cooler with cups and ice.
Oh,
And we
how
drank that whole,
convenient, Rob, you Casanova.
yeah, we drank the whole entire bottle sitting in a
Where'd you
tree.
guys go park? In a tree right on.
Yeah. We went to the party and, yeah, we went, climbed up in this tree and drank the whole bottle of rum. And, yeah, it was an interesting situation.
Good time.
The next morning, it came out and she was on the couch and she sat up and looked at me and I went, "How do you feel?" And she was like, "I think I'm okay." She spent like till 4 o'clock that afternoon puking. I'm like, yeah, you might have had a little too much of the old Captain
So she
Morgan.
stayed there while she was sick?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah. It
Good times.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't really. Wasn't in the plan. Wasn't a planned evening. wasn't wasn't what we.
Good times, Ulrich.
Yeah.
Oh no, Drake, you like the Maker's Mark? Oh dear boy.
Special power. I tried Goldschlager once. I acted out of character after one shot. Yeah, Goldschlager.
Yeah,
I
you don't
remember
want to
like
be out of character.
swirling the bottle around, going, "Is this stuff safe to drink?" Didn't have like,
And then you like try to like funnel it out the first time, like, ooh, I can know this gold. Try to put it in a little gold vial. It wasn't the same.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, there's no doubt.
I figure it made my skin look real good.
Yeah, there's no way I could drink like.
I know. I used to, and I used to wonder, like, oh, all these people that are older that can drink, they just suck. Like I'll never be one of those people. And I became one of those people.
I gotta say though,
I'm like, oh no, no, can't have that glass of wine. I'm gonna get the, like heartburn.
yeah, when I would go to Costa Rica, and maybe this is all in my head, but I could drink like a freaking fish down there and never have a hangover.
That's
I,
how Mexico
I
was.
was granted I was a lot younger,
Like,
but still, yeah. Me and one of my
but it
friends,
was still different.
yeah, is the air different? The ice different? I don't know
I
what
don't
it
know.
is.
Or the
The
tequila.
alcohol different?
It's the tequila or something. Like in Mexico, you can drink and eat all that stuff and just be fine. Just don't drink the water. Don't eat a Snickers before you drink the water. Um, a full peanut shot right out my nose. My friends all had to carry me to the bathroom, and I barely remember that night. But I don't even know how I got back to the house, if you want to be on it, or apartment. But yeah, good
Yeah,
times. I think those
that
places are
ouzo.
special.
I tried ouzo in Costa Rica. Is that how you say it? Ouzo, ouzo. I tried it in Costa Rica, and holy moly, that shit was wicked. It was like they had a version of it there that was, I don't know, shit was made in a bathtub or something. I don't know. It was like the local cheap liquor there, and all the locals would drink it, and I drank it one night there, and that was not good. I never drank it again after that night. But rum, yeah, I remember
When
one
my
friend of mine.
husband,
Yeah, we went out one night, and I swear, I think we had 18 drinks apiece. Something ridiculous. And got up at like 6 o'clock the next morning to go surfing. Felt fine. I'm like, well, did they
As
just?
soon as that water hits you.
Yeah, you wake up then. Of course, I did blow chunks out in the water one morning.
Fish eat it. When we went to Hawaii, my ex-husband and I, for our honeymoon, went to Maui, and we had like the 70s handbook, from his parents. And they mentioned the Fagan Memorial, um, where you're going up the Hana Road, and then you'll see the crosses in the ground, and it's the memorial. And they talk about all the cattle up there, and it being like the perfect place in the 60s, 70s for finding magic mushrooms. Because they go up there and just start kicking them over, yeah. So we decided, we took another road drive up to Hana. I found the spot, climbed up there, and sure enough, we started finding some mushrooms. So we got what we got, took them back to the hotel, and we're looking at them, and we're like, they seem legit. They look legit. They're, probably not going to be that great, but let's just try it anyway. So we ordered a pizza and ate them while we're waiting for the pizza. Well, I'm just laying there on the bed waiting, and I thought I was perfectly fine till the door knocked for the pizza, and then my heart's like, and I'm like, oh my god, I think it's working. And then we went out and was eating pizza like in the hot tub, and you could see, everything. And wow, that night I woke up on the golf course with the water going and everything. Just that was a good time. Like that was fun way to explore Maui that day.
Yeah.
The resort area, at least. But you
Yeah, I
never
think
know what you'll find.
the drunkest I ever got. I don't know. How do I even pick? The worst drunkest I ever got. I don't know if it was the most drunk, but just the most not having fun drunk was on tequila. And
Oh,
and I to this day, I mean I don't drink anymore now, but for years I couldn't even look at tequila. I mean, I could look at it in the store and go, "Wow, that's a cool bottle. Oh, I'd like to have," but drinking it, no. It's just many, many, many moons ago ruined me on tequila, and I've never been able to stomach it since. And there was even a
really?
point
I have one
where,
cheap and it's so good.
yeah, I mean, there was a point where I was like, oh, all my friends were, oh, you got to try this tequila. This is really good tequila. You got to try, this is $80 a bottle. You got to try this. I'm like, dude, if it's tequila, I'm just not interested. I'm sorry. Yeah, it ruined me on tequila way back in the day. It's like I didn't eat at Taco Bell for the longest time because I ate there, and I used to eat there all the time. You remember when you could eat at Taco Bell for like $5, you know, and you'd have a bag full of tacos? Yeah, they were
And
what?
get like 3 things with the drink.
Yeah, tacos were like 59 cents or something. Yeah, the last time I went through Taco Bell, I didn't
Yeah.
get it for myself. I took Sam through there, and I got like her a couple of tacos and Nora a couple of tacos and a frozen drink, and this shit was like $30. But yeah, I ate Taco Bell one time, and I was living with my roommate, and we got like these taco salads, and he starts puking, and I was laughing at him. And he's like, "How do you feel?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm fine. I'm totally fine." Yeah, I was fine until I wasn't. Until I'm
Oh.
puking taco salad in the shower. And then I had to clean it out of the shower because it wouldn't go down the drain. It was nasty. And I didn't eat that Taco Bell for probably a good 10 or 15 years after that. Couldn't. Nope.
Damn.
Done. Chalk it up. Never eating at Taco Bell ever again. Yep.
Got the I think I got one more article.
Yep.
And this is the natural selection
been-
one.
May have been some drinking involved during that too. That could have enhanced.
There had to have been. I mean, it can't be straight food poisoning. Could have been.
Yeah, I've had food poisoning a few times, and man, you know, people say, "Oh, it's not food poisoning," because food poisoning takes like 4 hours to kick in. No, it doesn't. No,
No.
I've been totally fine, felt fine, ate a bad sandwich, got in the car to go to work, got halfway to work, U-turn, head back home, walk in the door, up the steps, blah, puke for the next 4 hours.
Damn. Yeah, in a mason jar in a paper bag. That's the good stuff.
Now these kids today, they just skip all the drinking and just stick a bottle of alcohol in their
Yeah,
butthole.
I'm a designated driver. What? Did you say about the bottle stuck in their butthole?
Yep. Guess that
does happen.
Yep. I've never tried that, by the way.
But yes, Azariana, I'm
Not
the
with a full
designated
bottle,
driver.
anyway.
Or drinking through their butthole because the mucous membranes get them to drink. Yes, I did, Linda. I heard about that. He stuck his head. He was on drugs, right? Was he frying? Not frying, obviously. But he just went on some sort of drug and stuck his head in the damn hot grease.
Holy shit. I bet that woke him up.
Just
Momentarily.
recently, I think his eyes or something melted out. His face, oh my God, it was just horrible.
Wow.
I might have details wrong, but yeah. Do you remember what he was on? His drugs are bad. It's got to be some sort of something.
Some sort of something or another. Yeah, Deb, moonshine. I remember trying real full-blown moonshine. Had a friend. Yeah, my uncle made this. Peach moonshine. Like, oh, sounds good. I took a kind of a gulp of it, and he's like, oh, no, only take a sip.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. That shit went
Start your car with it.
Yeah.
Carburetor.
Felt it all the way down to my toes. Yeah, it was wicked.
Crazy kind of drunk, though.
Yeah, it is.
So now we got the new controversial contact sport. As players slamming into each other full force. But of course you need a prop. So they are holding a football. This is going on. This is called Run National Championship. Is a controversial contact sport that has two people colliding head on with the purpose of knocking each other down. No, it's not like sumo wrestling where they have like moves or trying to get something, with their weight, somebody like out of a circle. These are just two dudes running full at each other like a tackling dummy, and whoever stays standing wins. Run Nation I'd love to hear the spitballing, boardroom on this one. Run social people running clout and online views. There's something about violence that attracts human attention like nothing else. And videos of youths colliding and even suffering injuries has gotten millions of views online. That's a positive thing, right, to copy. Now Run Nation Championship is trying to make the sport mainstream, just like Dana White's UFC did with mixed martial arts. And the newer power slap. I forgot about the power slap, but we did talk about that. And I don't remember that was slapping or oh no, they had the tortilla slapping too. The power slap and then the tortilla slap. I think I sent you like a video clip, I think, but not the X one. The premise of Run Nation is simple. Two must stand a few meters apart and then run up full speed towards each other with no visible protective gear except a mouth guard. The clash usually stands with the winner still standing and shouting and the loser reeling on the ground disoriented. Like boxing, RNC is different weight class, and most participants, called runners, have a background in combat sports, rugby or American football. Run Nation co-founder and CEO Tremaine Fernandez claims that despite the sport's obviously violent premise, his organization has been working hard to make it as safe as possible for runners. We've manufactured side-on contact, many markers and rules on the field and rules of engagement. And then on top of that, the player vetting the process has just been enormous, Fernandez told ABC News Australia. Front-on contact was one of the challenges we had with the previous versions. It was a bit ugly. Fernandez admits that the risk of concussions and other serious injuries still exists, but his organization always makes sure there are professionals on sidelines ready to intervene. If an injury does occur, we've got two doctors on the field who will be assessing what they saw and how to treat that. The CEO said we've got two NSW paramedics on the field. If it's for something more severe, we've got a team of neurologists, chiropractors, PHYSIOS. Whatever the injury might be, whatever it's just a shoulder or a sore arm or a hit to the head, no stone's been left unturned. Despite Run Nation's best efforts to mitigate injuries, some medical experts have said that the brutal collisions expose runners to potential devastating brain injuries. Sports neurologist Rena had been calling for the sport to be banned, arguing that the risk of brain trauma is too high. And I think this is the last bit here, okay. Certainly every time they run up and clash in that way, there's likely to be a microscopic brain injury, Dr. Mobb said. They're high risk and harmful activities, and almost having these protocols and practitioners there, while overall, I would ask, is it sort of giving an air of reassurance, an illusion, or an impression that these activities are safe? Despite the controversy around the new sport, Run Nation Championship second edition recently sold out. The 5,500 seat Horton Pavilion in Sydney And the hype isn't showing signs of any signs. So yeah.
Hmm.
These guys just run into each other. You really got to see like the whole thing to like laugh, but you get an impression by seeing this. This is him just talking about it, how important it is.
To see where it started from the hood, Southwest Sydney, Miller. Look where we are, cuz. First one of the night. This man ain't moving, bro. All the hard work and dedication paid off.
They're all excited. Like, how many people are like into this?
Brother, this thing fucking off its head, man. I'll be at the next one for sure. It was epic. It was the best. Because these lads, they live and breathe it. It's the biggest sport to hit the fucking scene. Guaranteed. You would never, ever, ever, ever catch me in there.
There's always going to be Karens no matter what you do. No matter what sport you play, there's going to be a risk.
Next biggest sport to hit the fucking scene. Guaranteed.
This is our training.
The biggest sport to hit the scene, really.
From the hood, Southwest Sydney, Miller. Look where we are, cuz.
Tweet.
This man ain't moving, bro.
All the hard work and dedication paid off.
Yeah, buddy. In the middle right now. Fuck that, bro. Brother, this thing fucking off its head, man. I'll be at the next one for sure. It was epic. It was the best. Because these lads, they live and breathe it. It's the biggest sport to hit the fucking scene. Guaranteed.
So now little kids are gonna be. Oh, I like your hat. Little kids are gonna be like on the playground instead of butterscotch. Like Rover, send somebody over. You know, they're just gonna be like running at each other and bouncing off each other.
Yep.
Natural selection at its best.
Exactly. You know, I mean, I watch UFC fights and all that, and like bare knuckle fights, and
Needy.
you know, sometimes I watch them and I'm just like, God, this shit is brutal.
Oh, PC. What's Nene, Drake? More princess. I like that hat a lot.
Put something on because my
It's one of those ones you can go, madam. You can go, yeah, madam.
Howdy.
Or you can look just like totally inconspicuous at the corner with the hat down, the chin down, and then you just kind of look up, ma'am. Yeah, they should.
I got one more.
Do some. Let's do it.
One more quick one here. It's another.
We got to start adding some ghost boxing or something back in here too.
Yep.
Once in a while.
Next episode. It's planned.
All right. I think we got it going.
Trump reportedly gives green light to new UAP investigations. Yeah. Okay, sure. So they're going to tell us about it? Or they're just going to tell us that, yeah, they're talking about it, but they're not going to really tell us about it because then, you know, they'd have to tell us what's up. Trump gives the green light.
Have to follow up.
President Trump has allegedly instructed the Department of Defense to allow outside access to several of the nation's most secretive military sites. Yeah, I just don't see that happen. Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson, a member of the House Oversight Committee, is seeking physical evidence of unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs. UFOs. I still call them UFOs. UAPs, whatever. following
do too.
whistleblower testimony regarding non-human craft. During an interview on the Allen's last podcast, on the Aliens, not Allen's, Aliens last podcast, Burleson claimed the White House had backed his yeah, they backed his request to visit Area 51, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Naval Air Station, Patuxent River, and the AUTEC in the Bahamas. He also mentioned a massive and classified object located outside the U.S. that is allegedly housed with a large structure. Burleson stated that he intends to verify claims of archived records, unusual materials, and biological remains. While the Pentagon officially denies possessing extraterrestrial terror technology, Burleson asserts that the administration is now prioritizing transparency. Yeah. The push for access follows accounts from whistleblowers such as David Grush, and Burleson cites as the catalyst for his investigation. Though rumors circulate regarding a formal disclosure announcement on July 8th, 2026, around the anniversary of Roswell, the incident, known worldwide, the official confirmation is pending. Yeah, supposedly, they're going to tell us something July 8th because it's the anniversary of Roswell. Don't
Yeah,
hold your breath. Don't hold your
I'm
breath.
not. Just like I'm not for Artemis, and I'm not holding my breath for most of the shit. No, Day Day, this one's for love. No, Day Day, that one's for love. No, Day Day. Hold on, this is love's medicine. Hold on. No, 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 no. That's love's medicine. Hold on. I'm just gonna steal you. Here. Oh, you didn't want the pop
What I
corners?
wanted, me.
What I wanted is some. I can't have my pudding until I have my meat. I can't have my pudding.
All right, Debbie,
Hey,
Debbie.
catnip treat.
Later.
Here, you. You going to bed? Night, night, Debbie. I hope you get. Oh, what you guys do to the lights? I hope you get good night's sleep, Debbie, and that you have a good week.
Yep, I have a black one like this too. This burgundy one is my pimp hat.
That hat is sick.
I got a black one just like it.
I like your black hat too. It has like a cool buckle around it, doesn't it? Like a belt, like some sort of a
Yeah, this one.
band. I mean,
Yeah, this one has one too, but yeah, the black one's a little bit bigger.
yeah.
My Ronnie Van Zant hat.
Bootsy, you can't eat your medicine. Jesus. But doesn't it have more like round type circular on the black?
Yep. It's got like mushrooms around it.
Not sure for it.
But yeah, I reckon.
Say good night, everybody.
Exactly. 70s pimp hat. Bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow, bow, bum, bum, bow, bum.
Brown chicka brown cow. Brown chicka brown cow.
I was going to ask you about something else, and I have totally brain farted what it was going to be. So, yeah, there's that. Anyways, man, this fan is driving me insane in the membrane. So, yeah, hopefully y'all have a great rest of your week and nothing too crazy happens. Stay safe out there. And let your freak flag fly. Why not, right? That's what I do every day. I get to look forward to cardiac rehab class tomorrow. about kicked my ass on the last one.
In a good way, though,
Tomorrow.
right?
Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah, I mean, it was good, but like I'm like pedaling, like this bike machine thing, and they upped the resistance on me because I was like going way faster than everybody else in the class, and he's like, "Oh, you've been doing your treadmill and doing this and doing that and working with weights, and we're going to go ahead and make this a little harder for you because you're way ahead of everybody." So he upped the resistance quite a bit. And day before yesterday, was it? No, it was yesterday. Yesterday was the first day that the big gash that I used to have in my leg that finally healed back up.
Yeah.
It was it was hurting yesterday.
Oh,
Like it was like, I mean, it wasn't like hurting. I mean, it's all healed up, but it was real tight in my it was tight in the groin area. It was right where that
really? Because of the scar tissue doing something, like how it healed or something?
yeah. Yeah, it looks like I got hit in the crotch with a rusty
Oh, yeah.
baseball.
Happy
So
Valentine's Day.
uh,
Oh, and happy Friday the 13th. Happy Lucky Friday the 13th to y'all this Friday.
oh yeah, cool. Got nothing planned for Friday the 13th.
So, you do
I don't.
or you don't?
No,
Well, you should.
I should,
You
but I
got
don't.
it. That's your lucky day.
Should be playing
It's
music
our
somewhere,
lucky
but
day, too. You should be.
and normally Fridays is when I would go, you know, hang out with my goddaughter, but she moved away, so now I have no goddaughter to hang out with.
They're already gone
They're leaving in the morning.
tomorrow?
Yep. Nora's already gone. She left yesterday. So yep. I was swinging her on the swing in her backyard yesterday, and I'm like, well, this sucks. This is the last time I'm going to be doing this for a while. But I'll probably
How
see them on
many
Friday.
hours drive is it for you? Like 6 or what? 8?
It's like 3.5. It's not terribly
Oh,
long.
that's not bad.
Yeah,
So you
like
don't get
three
to
and a
see
half.
her as often, but you can still see her grow up to a point.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I'm glad it's not terribly, because that breaks my heart. Because like I was telling my mom about that and how much like she is, and she goes, not she goes, and that little she goes, and how much he means to her. Like, she loves him. She knows how much she loves you
yeah.
and how much you guys like bring to each other.
Yep.
You'll make it work. You'll figure out a routine, and then you might just have to FaceTime a little bit more
Yeah.
because we do have that now.
I'll go adopt
It's
me a
not the
small child
same.
from Nigeria.
Nah, but you'll get it figured out,
Yeah.
and it's for the best of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's still heartbreaking.
Yep. Big time. I was trying to like not think about it as much until I was pushing her on the swing yesterday, and I'm like, oh, this sucks ass.
Shit, man.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
At least they're out of the shitty house that they were in and got a nice new one.
And they brought the dog and everything.
Yep. They were. Why did they move? They used to live like I don't know, like 5 minutes from where I live right now. And I mean, Sam, my goddaughter's mom, used to live here with me, and for I don't know 3 4 years, something like that. And then they had a house, like I say, like 5 minutes away from here, but it was a dump. I mean, it wasn't originally. Well, it kind of was, but it's just gotten worse, and the landlord won't fix anything. And the place is literally like the freaking ceiling was falling in. The floors have holes in it. I mean, the place was a dump. It should be condemned. They're paying $2,000 a month for it, which is insane. And kept telling them, I'm like, you guys need to buy a house, you know? And so they did. So they went and applied for a loan to buy a house. And he's like, what the hell? They gave us a loan. So they bought a house. And just doesn't happen to be 5 minutes down the road from me. It's like 3 hours and 5 minutes down the road. But it's a cool house. It's on like 3 acres, got a pond on it, bunch of woods. It's in a town of 815. So there ain't a whole lot there.
Hopefully, she'll have like schools with. I mean, is Sam gonna be like home teaching, homeschooling her,
I
or putting her?
suggested that, I was like, it's going to take a lot of discipline to do that. But yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, if I had a kid, I would homeschool.
But then still giving her like social skills so she learns like to
Yeah, she said she's
play
going to
with
put her in school
kids
though.
and conflict management. Oh,
Yeah, she said she's going to put her in
I
school.
think Sam would be a way better teacher for her.
Yeah,
To teach her things that are like good for growing up, what she's gonna need.
yeah,
That's probably, I'm not gonna say how people should do things, but if it was me,
yeah. Well, anyway, I am gonna go get something to drink and go to bed. Seeing that it's 2:13 in the morning for me.
ooh, it's 11:13 for me. Oh yeah, the Great Shaman. I was trying to think. There's a picture in my mind, and I couldn't place it. Actually, he's basically the distance like from here to like Fresno for me.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily I have a friend that owns this hat company, and I went over there. I don't know, it's been a couple of years ago now that I've had these, but I was like, yeah, I want to buy a hat. And he was like, here, take this one. And I was like, ooh, that one's cool.
Do they steam it and like shape it to your head for you and all that?
Not these, but there is I'm kind of a hat whore. I have a bunch of hats. I'm kind of a hat person. And like the day that I went and got this hat, I came back with I think 4 hats. But yeah, there's a new place downtown, St. Augustine, that they do the whole like custom. They'll stretch it and fit it exactly to you, steam it, do the whole 9 yards. So I'm gonna have to go check that out one day when I have some money. Probably won't be anytime soon. But
Yeah. But if you have a hat that fits, that you're not wearing every single day and stuff, like, you
yeah,
don't have to have all that. I used to have the straw, the white regular, like not straw, but the like white, you know, kind of cowboy hat, and black velvet dress hat. Like when I used to live on the ranch, and the black velvet dress hat more pricey and expensive, and had a hat
Yeah.
box and everything. And I don't have my hats no more. But yeah, it was an expensive one.
Yeah, these aren't terribly. I mean, they're expensive. They're not terribly expensive.
I had Wranglers and everything.
Connor hats.
Oh, I love the tag in it. I like the buckle melt matches so nice with it.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
It suits you.
Yeah. I usually wear the black one. I got a black one. Got this one. I got a brown one that's a little bit different than this. And then I got a couple of bowler hats, a derby hat. Got quite a few.
Your fedora.
Yep, I got one of them too. That's what I said. Wore my fedora to the band
What?
the other.
Look how he's looking at me. You guys missed the way he stares. He just stopped and looked at me and gave me a look like bitch, the minute you walk out of this room and what you have because you know I want something right now and you're ignoring me.
Yeah.
Get Sandy out of the garage when I come back from my walk. Otherwise, she's going to try to run out the door. I'm not going to chase her ass around in the middle of the night again. That's for fun.
Preview for next week. We'll go old school radio ghost box.
Cool. Which radio is it? The
That's the
Memoro? Memor?
Yippers. Well, cool. You guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll probably see you the next time on Weird Wednesday. I'll try to be here for Sunday for
Oh, Sunday, because
Kudos.
Paul Anthony Wallace, you have to.
Who? Paul Wallace?
Paul Anthony
Wallace?
Wallace is going to be on.
What's that?
Paul Wallace. Paul Anthony Wallace.
I got to get that. I got to figure out what the deal is with that Dropbox thing because it just don't work.
I brought it up to him, but I don't think he mentioned anything about it.
He'll send me the link, and I go to click on it, and it's just like, nope, your Dropbox is full. And then when I go to redo everything, then it wants me to pay for it, and then open up a new account, and I'm like, I already have an account. I have a free account, but it says it's full. I empty it, and it still doesn't work. And then I get fed up with it. I'm just like, yeah, son of a bitch. So.
Yeah, I told him it's not working. You're having issues with it, but that I told you, since Jason's been running it anyways, just if you can and get there in time, just to come and join. Cause yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to be there.
Because I miss you when you're not.
I don't think I have.
I know everybody else does too.
You'll miss me when I'm gone. All right. Well, I'm gonna miss my ass to the other room.
And if she gets out of work on time, all right, you need to go nighty.
I'll be up for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there and rustle me up something.
I'm gonna go on my walk after I deal. Huh?
So I'm gonna go rustle something to snack on in there. Because I don't think I ate dinner tonight. Anyways, there's that. Catch y'all later. See you next time. Bye-bye. Be careful out there walking. Let me know when you get back.
You know I will.